yes, there is stats, there is history, but history's always there to be broken. Yeah, look, we're under no illusions of what's coming. They're going to come at us, they're going to be aggressive, they're going to be intimidating, they'll try and intimidate us, they'll try and bully us. So we know what's coming, and we have to embrace that challenge. And I think this group of 33 players we have here have really matured over the last 18 months. I think they have a lot more confidence in their ability. They back themselves, they have some courage, they have no fear. If that's going to be good enough, we'll have to wait and see, because it's going to be one hell of a battle, but we're really looking forward to it.
Well, that's rugby. Everyone's trying to do that. They'll be trying to do that to us. It's a physical game. Look, I don't think it's not a lack of respect from anyone. It's just both teams. There's a lot at stake. This was always going to be a game that we knew we had to get really excited about and play well in. And regardless of what happened, and I said it before, regardless of what happened in round one, this was always a game that we had to go out there and perform well, building into what we want to be, where we want to be later on. But we also knew this is a game we've got to go out, play well and win. And so nothing's changed. The good thing is that we're playing a team that's confident, so there's no surprises, and they've earned that. The last 2 years we've seen a lot of growth in their game, and I think I made the point after the Six Nations. I thought they were one of the highlights of the Six Nations, the way they played and the competitiveness of all their games. And so we're expecting a tough battle.
I think we just have to look after the ball, and we've seen over the last couple of games that the ball can get quite slippery in contact. So we've got to look after our breakdown. And I don't think it's just their loose chair that's good over the ball. It's their whole team. They're good over the ball. So that's a threat that we kind of have identified, and we need to nullify that.
I've never seen a bad All Black team. World rugby at the top level now is getting very, very close, because everyone's exposed to the same coaching, everyone's exposed to the same strength and conditioning, nutrition, all that. And teams in the top half dozen, or whatever you want to call it, is on their day, anyone can beat anyone now. Whereas a few years ago, the All Blacks were pretty dominant, because they were probably a little bit ahead of other countries in the way they approach the game and that. But I think now you see everyone caught them up, or however you want to do it. So no, I don't think they're more beatable than other teams, than other times, as far as the way they're going to come at us. Yeah, as I said, they're in a situation the same as us, that they need to win to move on. So they're going to try and implant themselves physically on us, and they're going to try and really, as I said, intimidate us, bully us, and they'll come direct and they'll come hard.
So if you look at through their recent form, they're playing well, and that's the Italy that we expect to turn up, and we've got to make sure that we're really clear on that. Looking back to history, the last 20 or 30 years doesn't really mean a lot come Friday, and I think it's a positive sign for Italy. They've taken a strategy of growing a young group coming through. They've clearly decided to change the way they play, and to say, well, let's risk a little bit and see what happens, and it's worked well for them.
I've just noticed a few times the kind of language about the All Blacks maybe being arrogant, thinking quite highly of themselves, that they might come out and bully you guys. Do you think that they are arrogant?
No, well, very aware that they're a very physical side. I mean, obviously you say arrogance, but rugby has an element of a lot of physicality, and it's, mentally you've got to be in there to be in that sort of zone. So there's no running away from the fact that it is the All Blacks, it is that black jersey and what it represents. But at the end of the day, it's 15, 23 players out there again, wearing that jersey. So that's the challenge, and we've prepared appropriately for that, and we're in the best possible position to now take them on.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below, or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.